Good morning. Today, guess where I'm going? Going back to the gorge, baby. This time my wife is going with me. It will be her first ever backpacking trip, first ever overnight backpacking trip. So it's going to be cool. We're going to have a great time. So we're looking at a cloudy, overcast day for the trip. Looks like maybe some rain. Not really sure about all that yet until I get down there. Here at home it is 59 degrees and damp. Alright folks, we're in motion now, heading out on this gray, cloudy day. I hope the mist clears up so we can at least see some fall color. It's going to be a great trip. Here we are at the traditional Bob Evans breakfast stop on the way to Red River Gorge. It's kind of busy today. I hope they serve us fast so we get back out on the road and get there. Got some walking to get done before it gets dark today. So country fried steak, scrambled eggs and hash browns for me. This is my lovely wife Debbie, getting ready to go on her very first overnight backpacking trip. And there she goes on her first backpacking trip, sporting her ULA Ohm 2 women's version. Empty weight of the pack is right at 2 pounds. She's carrying about 24 pounds total because we're kind of backpack glamping, taking stools and a few extra things. Plus where we're going, there's no water source. So we're packing 3 liters apiece. And this is what you have to walk through to get to Hanson's Point. A small new growth pine forest area on top of this ridge. And basically, I don't know if you can tell from the video, but I'm touching and rubbing on both sides, and I'm hunched over with a backpack on right now. Not very comfortable, but hopefully the view will be the payoff. Here's our home for the night, folks. Debbie's working on the fire. There's the tent all staked out, ready to roll. There's a UCO candle lantern that I usually burn at night. Got a 7-hour candle in there. I'll light that right before we go in the tent. Just a little bit of fire helps keep animals away. Not that I want to bother them because I'm in their house, but we are in a bear area. Here's our firewood for the evening. Got lucky and found a couple of dead trees that I was able to push over and cut up with a 8-inch silky saw.
And I helped.
Only weighs about 8 ounces.
And I helped.
And Debbie helped. For our lighting tonight, we'll be using the Through Night TH20 Runs off a single AA battery. I always use lithiums because they're lighter and they last longer. And this light is super bright. 3.4 ounces, so not too bad. I will not be using the Fancy Feast stove tonight, an alcohol stove. I went ahead and brought isobutane and a 25-gram stove for that, just for convenience. Yeah, here's our site. I don't know if you can see down in the woods. All the other good sites were taken off Hanson's Point. We're about probably half a mile from Hanson's Point that you saw earlier. But straight out through there is a partial view that we have, and it's just beautiful. This video doesn't do it justice as the sun sets and it begins to get dark on our camp here. One more thing I want to tell you all about Hanson's Point. If you can find it, it seems that everybody's found it actually, because there are a lot of people around us right now. This used to be, according to what I've read, one of the most unspoiled areas of the gorge. And there are a lot of people. Our campsite we're in, there's nobody in this campsite with us. There's really not room enough for that, and we're tenting it. So it's one of the only flat spots around here that we found to set up. People had camped here before because there was a remnants of a fire. We are the second campsite area in when you come in off Hanson's Point. There's a larger one right before you get to ours. It seems like you walk quite a ways to get here, but this is my first time to Hanson's Point, and we came across some hammockers with a couple dogs who already had established camp when it was well early in the day, and they were relaxing and having a good time. And we walked up. That site could easily hold, I don't know, 20 backpackers. I think unless someone's came in behind them, they're the only ones there, because when I was looking for dead trees that were still standing, I actually walked down through the woods off trail to find these trees so we could have a fire, and I saw some of their tarps. So as the crow flies, they're not far from us, but walking through the bent over little mini pine forest, it's a pretty good clip. Now if you go past our campsite, you'll find two more campsites. The next one past ours is very large flat area. There are several people in that one, but the pristine campsite is right before Hanson's Point, and I'm sure you have to get there very, very early for that. It's pretty small. There were a couple hammocks, a guy sleeping under a tarp with a piece of tieback on the ground. So I think that site probably has about 4 people in it right now, but it is right at Hanson's Point. So that's the status. Later. Headed off towards Gray's Arch. Just came off Hanson's Point. We're going to go ahead and do the loop so Debbie can see Gray's Arch. I don't know if you can see the big rock shelter back there. Pretty cool.
That's what we came over top of that.